All things come to an end, even time itself.
Alright, so hello everyone, it is Wildo with their potion here, and yeah, we're back to the main story of Genshin. The Journey Home, Song of the Welkin Moon Prelude. So yeah, I saw what Nod Krai's about, and it apparently has some Finnish themes, which I'm really happy about. I should probably focus. And finally getting Columbina.
Okay, she's all patched up. Where did you say you found her? How'd she get wounded so badly?
Just on the beach not far from here. It was the usual suspects.
Hey, Chaska! What's going on over here?
I like the poster.
Paimon. And Tumaini?
Oh, hey, it's you two. Been a while. Yeah, thankfully Chaska got her to me in good time, so I think she'll pull through.
She was attacked by secret source automatons. I was on patrol nearby, so luckily for her, I was able to get her to safety. The automatons weren't so lucky.
Oh, them again, huh? What is it with those maniacal machines? I'm getting real tired of their antics.
Real tired, bro! Real tired! Secret source automatons? That's strange. We've come across those before, but definitely not around these parts.
Yeah, who knows what's gotten into them recently. They've been attacking Saurians and merchants on the outskirts of our territory. No need. You've already done plenty by getting the Abyss off our backs. Without them draining our resources, our warriors can handle these rust buckets no problem. Besides, like our ancestors used to say, one's own nest is one's own to protect.
Come on! What happened to birds of a feather? We're your friends! Plus, we'll be leaving for Nod Krai soon, so, you know, while we're still here...
Huh, fair point. It's been a while since we got to fight together. One last hurrah then, for old time's sake? We could hit the beach. The automatons have been pretty active there lately.
Yeah, let's go kick some ass.
If hunting down war machines is just sport to you, you guys really are built different. Still, guess I should tag along too, just on the off chance someone ends up getting carried away.
No way, bro!
Where are they? Must find them. Traveler. Paimon. Then.
Damn.
Takes me right back to the night warden wars. What's going on over there?
Oh no! Looks like she's passed out! And there's an automaton! Quick, save her! No, my sword! Ring cutter!
Aoife, how's it looking?
Hard to say. You might want to see this for yourselves. A vet treating a human is one thing, but I'm not sure I'm qualified for this.
You call that a human? Bro! Whoa, okay. She's... a machine?
A machine built to look like a human, I guess. Is this a new...
Return.
She spoke!
Paimon?
What? You heard that too?
Oh, take a look at this. I found it on the ground next to her. See the picture on top? That's you guys, right?
Really? Wait. A blonde person with a white balloon? That can't be right. You bet, bro!
There's also a cipher disk on it. I guess it needs a code to...
We have 2 gunslingers here. Can't we just...
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. I've seen the Scions of the Canopy use similar devices when they're sending confidential messages. If you put in the wrong code or try to open it by force, it triggers a self-destruct mechanism inside.
Sure looks that way. Question is... So, we gotta revive a high-tech humanoid and crack open a cryptex. I only know one person with that kind of expertise.
Sounds like a plan! Time to head to the Children of Echoes and find Shilonen! You bet, bro!
Därför då vi... Oh, there she is.
Do you know if Shilonen is... Oh, you're up. I figured you'd be taking a nap at this hour.
Oh, yeah, perfect. First Mawika, now Chaska. Did you come all this way just to make fun of me?
Whoa. What a...
Well, I have those secret source automatons to thank for all this. Mawika wants me to come up with a solution, but I'm not. So, to make up for the difference, I've been spending all day sifting through documentation. Anyway...
What?
Hold up. Is she a robot?
We picked her up on the beach near the Flowerfeather clan, along with this cryptex. Seems like a message intended for the...
A cryptex? Huh. Still in one piece. I'm surprised you didn't try to blast it open. Let's see here. A Fontanian cipher disk, metal case from Liyue. Looks like this was cobbled together from spare parts. Although the inner workings are pretty intricately designed. It's a good thing you didn't try and brute force. Could be a tricky one, since it uses a combination of several different technologies. I could find out more by disassembling it, but that could potentially damage the content. I'm assuming it's not worth the risk, right? Must be a pretty important message if this is how they chose to transport it.
The only other option is to get our messenger to tell us the code.
Well, the device in her chest looks pretty similar to the core you'd find on a secret source automaton, but the other components, I've never seen anything like them in Natlan before. I'll see what I can do.
Hey! She woke up!
Huh. All I did was stimulate the core. I did not expect that to work.
White. Flying object. Blonde. Traveler. Traveler? Paimon?
Wow.
Task in progress. Deliver message to Traveler and White Flying Companion. Message location confirmed. Status. Delivered.
You're pretty smart for a robot.
Code?
Oh. Maybe not so smart after all.
Memory. Missing.
What? Memory?
Yeah, there's always a snag. Is there anything else you do remember? Besides these...
Name. Memory missing.
Oh, not again. Why would...
You said something about returning home earlier. Where's home for you?
Return home. Memory missing.
Oh. So that's it then. Her
Not necessarily. Judging by her reaction, it's possible that her memory integrity isn't compromised, just locked behind an isolation mechanism.
Yeah, but what does that mean for us, though? In words we can understand.
It means she hasn't lost her memories. They're in there somewhere. She just can't access them right now. Like, when you know something, but the harder you try to remember it, the more it gives you a headache.
Finding near synonyms for headache. Cognition module. Pain. Correct.
Robots can feel pain.
Well, pain can be a useful parameter. Experiencing pain is how baby humans and saurians learn what to do and what not to do. In a similar vein, I've heard that a lot of highly autonomous machines are designed with negative feedback mechanisms for behavioral regulation.
Whoa, slow down.
Oh, okay. Well, if I call it a curse, is that easier to understand? Imagine if you're a big shot shaman from the Masters of the Night Wind and you send your disciple on an air to stop him from treating it like a vacation. You might put a curse on him that causes a physical and mental breakdown if he strays from the right path. That way, you can be sure he'll stick to the straight and narrow and won't go frolicking.
Jeez. Sounds like the horror story version of Granny Eatsley that parents tell their kids about.
The point is, manufacturers often hardwire restrictions like this into autonomous machines to make sure they operate as if...
Yeah, but why would you curse a machine to lose their memories? What purpose could that possibly serve? In her case, all it's done is make it harder for her.
Task. Failed.
Well, without knowing the exact details of the curse, it's anyone's guess. It seems you responded to the phrase return home. How about we keep talking and see if any other keywords trigger something for...
Sure. I'm alright. I have assessed the pain level as tolerable.
Hey, Traveler, have you ever seen a humanoid machine like this? Anywhere else you've been? Ah, of course. Yeah, some of her joints and a few components look pretty Fontanian to me.
Fontaine.
Hey! That triggered something! Hey! Never mind that. So, is Fontaine your...
No.
Oh, okay. Well...
You mean her hairpiece? Oh yeah, I think I know what you mean. What do they call them in Mondstadt again?
Mondstadt. The maids there are very hardworking.
That's it! A maid! Although, as far...
A maid. Okay, that would explain a lot of the internal design choices. So,
No.
How come she responds so much faster when the answer is...
Natlanese core, Fontanian joints, Mondstadt hairpiece. She's just like the Cryptex in that sense.
In that case, where exactly is home to you? Is it where...
Home is just home.
Okay.
If her cognition is impaired, maybe her body is the place to look. Do you remember this little robot? Apparently, you were together when they found you on the beach.
Oh,
Nice. So you remember how to switch it on. Now, could you try doing something similar to your right arm?
is this a broom?
Wait! She really is a robo?
Wow, very good indeed. Now then,
Are you serious?
well, if she's a robo-maid, maybe doing some household chores will jog her memory.
Hey, come on! The poor thing's only just woken...
Understood. Commencing tap.
Aw.
Sorting large objects.
She's really doing it. Well, guess this counts as progress. Let's see if it leads anywhere.
Cleaning floor. Installation chamber deployed. Defensive mode engaged. Cleanup sequence initiated. Defensive mode engaged. sorting small
Robo
objects.
maid.
Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death blew towards the blonde samurai.
Wait, isn't that a light novel that Seat Lolly left here by mistake?
The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsetias to become stronger. Discusses
Maybe I should keep a closer eye on what Napika's reading.
introduction of ancient machines. Grammatically elegant and rhetorically sophisticated. Author
What in the world?
Huh. Definitely in the wrong categories.
She's finally done. Huh? Is that a woven scroll down there? Oh, looks a little dirty.
Understood. Cleaning woven scroll.
Wow. It's like it's brand new. Hey, this looks like someone from the Children of Echoes. Shilonen, is this a...
Oh, a relative? No. That's Ishkik, ancient name Baraka, founder of the Children of Echoes and one of the 6 heroes.
Wait, Baraka? Isn't that your...
Yep, she was the first recorded bearer of that name. She and her friends went on a mission to defeat the Pyro Dragon. She dismantled many ancient machines built by Dragonkind, hoping to put them to use for the good of humanity. But most of her research was lost to history. It's a real shame. I'm sure we'd all have much easier lives if we had access to all that tech.
What happened? Useful stuff like that normally doesn't just get forgotten.
Ochkon happened. An old friend of the 6 who ended up ruling Natlan shortly after the war, and went full tyrant. He despised everything to do with Dragonkind, and persecuted everyone who showed any kind of sympathies toward their civilization. He even turned on Ishkik, one of his closest allies.
Damn.
Ultimately,
Ishkik burned her workshop to the ground to make sure Ochkon couldn't get her hands on it. That's the reason most of her research is lost to history.
that's right. One of her friends managed to preserve a small amount of her work. The other person you see on that woven scroll, the same person I inherited the ancient name Vuka from. It was said that she was raised by a dragon mother, then went on to found the Flower Feather clan. The uncrowned queen who brought freedom to the weak and to the Bianca.
Malfunction.
Oh shit.
This is not the way. Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Stay back.
If she's a robo-maid, why is she suddenly acting like a lethal weapon? Ah! What's that sound? A lightning strike? It's gotta be a lightning strike. Why couldn't it hit Kniech on the head?
If there was a lightning storm, I'd have thrown you into the sky by now. Aoife mentioned that you'd brought a humanoid machine to the Children of Echoes. I'm working a job at the moment, and the description was a good match for my humanoid machine. Looks like a maid.
Wait! Kniech! Just hold on for a second!
A group of merchants tasked me with locating their missing travel companion. They should be here soon.
Huh?
What did you think I was about to do? Not every job I take on is a hunt, you know.
Alright. I'm sorry. Let's go meet these merchants then.
Yeah, these merchants are gonna be trouble, ain't they?
Yay! Nufa!
Okay, the middle.
Nefa?
Inefa, they found you at
That
last.
Amo. Let's finish for
okay.
morning.
My apologies.
Hold on. That is not a Finnish name.
Oh no. Your
Neither
memory's
is-
gone again? Even your name this time?
Again?
Liu, Fontaine, Sumeru. This is quite a diverse crew.
So, are you her manufacturer?
No way. None of us have that kind of skill. She's Aino's handiwork.
I know?
Kinda close. It's I know. Wait, did they say that? I don't know. I forgot.
From now on, your name's Ineffa. Promise me. Remember.
Malfunction.
Ineffa, are you okay?
Looks like she's getting worse. Is this all our fault?
So she's from Nod Krai.
Can you guys tell us what all this is about? Where are you from? And what?
So sorry. I should have introduced myself. My name's Joachine, and I'm a merchant. This is my wife and daughter, and the rest are friends of the family. We're all from Nod Krai.
Nod Krai?
Wouldn't have been my first guess.
That's the thing about Nod Krai. It kind of brings together the drifters from all over the world.
Yeah, we're all merchants who ended up finding our feet in Nasha Town. Nod Krai. It was going okay until all the trouble.
Trouble?
The Fatui. They came down from the north. They made some big moves in Nod Krai lately. It's caused quite a bit of friction with the local religion.
That's one way to put it. You know what I heard? They pulled the whole moon down.
That,
Damn.
plus the incident with the moon statues? Surely the Frost Moon Scions aren't going to take all this lying down.
Anyway, there us regular folks were just trying to make a steady living while getting increasingly worried that it's gonna turn ugly. In the end,
And me?
your case is, a little different. But you did come here on the same boat as us.
And it was smooth sailing until we got attacked by those weird
machines? Ineffa saved us all. She jumped off the ship and told us to leave without.
Really?
As soon as we'd found another place to dock, we looked around for someone to help.
Hence why our price negotiation went so smoothly. However, the Traveler and Shalonen is the one who woke her up. I'll have to include their costs in the final bill.
Oh, please. I barely did anything. All credit to Ineffa. She only woke up because of her build quality, so I guess her core is remarkably resilient. It's a rare find, even among Nalan's source mechanisms.
Oh! If so, then we just need to get Aino to come here and fix her.
I'm afraid that's not gonna work. The core is most likely just something Aino picked up on one of her scavenger hunts. I doubt she did much beyond salvaging. And as for the memory thing, Ineffa's whole reason for joining us on our journey was to come to Natlan and look for her missing memory.
Please, explain in more.
All right. Although I've lost count of how many times we've been through this, and I'm only telling you what you originally told me. Although Aino built you, she never could figure out where your core came from or how it works. The only thing she was fairly sure of was that it's not from Nod Krai. Things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your groceries or add salt to a dish you were cooking. But that was as bad as it got. Until one day, you were sweeping the floor, and suddenly you forgot your own strength. Nearly took the entire wall down. The worst part of that was, Ineffa had completely forgotten that Aino was on the other side of that wall.
Huh?
Aino was fine, of course, didn't bat an eyelid. But since then, Ineffa has been searching for a way to try and repair herself. Anyway, a bunch of mechanical parts from Natlan showed up in Nod Krai recently, and you noticed they bore some similarities to your core. Then you learned that a group of us were planning to return home, stopping off in Natlan on the way, so you tracked us down and joined the crew.
No.
Has her memory loss always been this serious?
No. When we first set off, she'd have the occasional memory lapse, but it only lasted a moment. Didn't really affect anything. I seriously doubt Aino would have let her come on this trip if it had been that bad. But then, the closer we got to Natlan...
She was already in a pretty bad state by the time she went to fend off those machines.
Poor...
My friends, I know we've only just arrived in Natlan, but from what I've heard, you're...
Perhaps coming to Natlan.
Well, it's too early to say. And don't forget that before I was interrupted by you guys, I'd just started my deep dive into researching the secret source automaton.
My job isn't done yet either. You wanted your travel companion back, safe and sound.
So, why don't you all stick around here in Natlan? Your ship got attacked. And since then, you've been scrambling to try and find your...
Yeah, I was just thinking, we could do with a breather. But Where would we stay?
How about the Flower Feather Clan? In my tribe, we're...
Flower Feather Clan.
In the meantime, we'll try to find whatever information we can about Anefa.
Oh yeah! Paimon had practically forgotten all about that. You guys don't happen to know the code, do you?
Oh, the code for the cryptex. Sorry, Anefa wouldn't tell us anything about...
You gotta wonder what sort of a person sends a robot with amnesia to deliver their...
To be fair, they couldn't have known things would get this bad.
Also, Anefa told me she had a backup plan to make sure she wouldn't forget... A backup plan?
Backup plan. Memory miss.
Huh. Well, as long as we get her memories back, that'll...
Oh, yeah, okay, because it's that simple. But, you do realize I can't promise anything, don't you?
I do. I also know that every time you say that, you end up getting the job done.
I'm gonna get in touch with some other people who might be able to help us. Tumaini?
Bye, Kanich! Oh, and bye, Ahau. Actually, that's weird.
You're being very...
Am I?
That's the strange part. You haven't protested to anything I've done today. Not the original.
That's because I fainted from your stupidity! Is something wrong with my memory? Or is that really who I think it is? Who cares? She isn't my problem.
He knows something.
The last few days really flew by. Do you think Anefa and the merchants are enjoying their stay at the Flower Feather Clan? Let's go see how they're doing!
Yeah, not get that attacked by the Pilosaur. If that's the right term, I hope.
Do you think Anefa will like this gift we got her? See? See?
Are you sure? Cause when I asked it who's the better hero, Ishkik or Leonka, it gave the exact same...
Hey, you hear that? That's the answer it gave when I asked who'd win in a fight. You guys. Whoa! Is that Tumaini and the flying beep beep. Yes, it's us.
Probably out mopping up those mad machines as usual. There must be a lot of them, cause she hardly ever comes back for a...
Wait, all by herself? Are we sure that's a...
Anefa said that since she lost her memories, her cognition module's been running more smoothly, and it's great.
Huh. So, she's awesome. I saw her carrying a whole pile of beaten up machines, and
all the grown-ups say that they feel much safer leaving the house now, thanks to her.
We've tried giving her flowers and feathers, but it seemed like she didn't like them very much. Look, so that's why you made her this flower out of mechanical parts? Yeah, we still don't know if she'll like it, though. It's okay, Arieta. But what if she doesn't? This might be my... Well, now that all of my mom and dad's other friends from Nod Krai have left to go home, it's just us left. And already? Wasn't the Dad says everyone back home is expecting us, and he doesn't want us to overstay our welcome here. He thought we should at least make sure Anefa wasn't getting any worse. To be honest, I can... no wonder. No, she's from Nod Krai. She met my dad after he moved there. I was born there. He's been there the whole time I was growing up, so he hasn't been home. Don't worry. We'll write to you and let you know how Anefa...
You bet! And when she's all better, we'll
Yeah, so don't worry too much about the flower. Although, I guess we still need to wait till she... Who knows? Seems like she takes...
Can't we go take it to her?
What am I gonna do? If she doesn't get back soon, I might run out of...
Let's hope she's not lying in the beach again. Okay, she is standing.
Threat eliminated. Traveler, Paimon. Annihilation mode disengaged.
Chat mode, huh? Huh. You'd probably get along well with a Fontanian magician friend of ours.
Good morning. Nice to see you again. What lovely weather we're having.
Hey! Don't you start too.
These are some standard greetings I learned recently. 3 greetings in a row equals thrice the greetment. Hypothetically speaking.
Where did you get greetment from? Never mind. You're doing a whole lot better than—
Yes. My cognition and language modules are recovering well. I can now sustain fluid conversation. But I have still been unable to retrieve the memory containing the code to the cryptex. I will keep trying. Sincere apologies. Yes, now that a convenient moment to change the topic has presented itself. What is that object in your hand? Flower. Flowers are plant reproductive organs. But
it's more like a—
Understood. A flower-shaped machine component. What is its
it doesn't have a function. It's just for looking at.
Cute little souvenir. But if it serves no function, for what purpose was it? A cryptex is for sending messages. Machines are for performing tasks. What about this flower? What is it for? Gratitude?
Yeah. If someone helps you out, you help them back. And if someone gives you a gift, you get them something in return. That's how we show gratitude.
The Flower Feather Clan took me in, so I'm neutralizing threats near their territory.
Yes, exactly. You got it.
But is this not tit for tat? I heard Mr.
No, that's completely different.
I will. Gratitude.
In terms of its purpose, think of it—
Memento? Important. Memento.
Here, wear this flower. And this feather, too. There. Much better. Gotta look your best. It's just a flower. It's not that heavy. Just think of it as a little— That's right, a souvenir. Sometimes when people— Even if you end up forgetting everything, this flower will always keep blooming. No, everyone's on their own path, and they have to walk it alone. Just as— Besides, I have no plan to go to— If anything, I pity him. In a way, his situation's not so different from yours. But in his case, it's turned him into something neither human nor dragon. The more he chases the sun, the more it blinds him to the creatures who live by its light. You were once— well, she was once the enemy of humankind. And Ochkan doesn't care to distinguish between you and her like Ishkik and I do. He sees you as the same being. So if you stay behind, and especially if you help me, it'll only stoke the flames of his blind hatred. Come on, you have bigger things to worry about than me right now. You have a huge journey ahead of you. That should be your focus. Have faith. This tribe will kneel to no one. They will never be slaves. If they lose their leader, someone else will take up the mantle. Heck, even a child who's barely learned how to walk could do it. All right, time to go. Some things are destined to be forgotten. Don't let it get to you. Cross the ocean. Find a new place to belong.
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
Inefa? Inefa, what's wrong?
I was... Sincere apologies. My cognition module crashed for a moment. It is now fixed.
Is it because you've been fighting for too long?
Back?
Yeah, of course. Everything else aside, Adieta and her folks will be
Yes. The closer I am to the Flower Feather Clan, the more erratic my cognition module becomes. Occasionally, unidentified data surfaces from my memory banks.
Memory data? So...
It does. Even now, it still hurts. I have merely switched off the corresponding facial expressions to avoid making other people But if I do not recall my memories,
So, is this why you've been spending...
When memory data surfaces, there is a high probability that my cognition module will crash. This constitutes a safety risk. Therefore, I have been spending time away from the tribe.
Yeah, exactly! Whatever happens, we'll make sure things don't get out of hand.
Assessing relative combat capability. Paimon.
1/5?
Traveler. Risk mitigated. Strategy accepted.
Yeah, let's hope the whole place doesn't blow up.
I can't thank you enough for hosting us these past few days. And thanks for agreeing to look after...
It's alright. She'll be in...
She never came back.
Hey now, you'll see her again. And we have so much to look forward to in Liyue. All those Shao lanterns lighting up the...
Arieta. Amu. Joashin.
That's not how you say.
I am back.
It's not Amu. It's Amu.
Enough, you... Don't mention it.
Also, gratitude for the flower. What does it feel like to...
That's a strange question. As soon... Oh, and we forgot to say, we're actually heading there ourselves.
Nod Krai.
Huh?
Cognition module unable to define. All the memory data that has presented itself recently has been related to Natlan. But the merchants tell me that I have family waiting for... If I do recover my memories, which time period will they be from? And will the post-recovery me be the same me that I am now, or someone different?
Phew. That's a deep question.
What is it that you're afraid of? Are you worried the new you will be so different, you don't even...
Finding near synonyms for mine and conflict. Cognition module. Split. Yes. Once I have been split, will it change the way I define...
Now that's a tough question. A lot of people and a lot of Saurians spend their whole lives searching for... But if you want my opinion, home is somewhere you can always return. No matter how far you fly, there will always be someone back there waiting for you. No matter how battered and bruised you get, you can always go back there to rest. I guess you could say it's somewhere you... Wherever it is that your memories guide you. Of course, everyone's situation is different. I don't know how applicable my experience is in your case, but consider it a reference point, I guess.
Okay. Recorded under...
And at the end of the day, I mean, who says you can't have more than one home? Someone's looking for us. Oh, don't be afraid to recover your memories. They've
got it.
Recover your memories. Malfunction. Have you forgotten why you cast them away?
Oh, it's the lolly. Didn't think it'd be...
Why? Don't you think I'd want to do my part to help the Traveler? And anyway, no one's more qualified than the Masters of the Nightwind when it comes to
Ancient history.
If you think I didn't hear that, you're sorely mistaken.
That was funny.
But anyway, back to the matter at hand. I don't know if you noticed, but Kenichi's little sidekick has been acting a little strange around Inefa. After you parted ways, Kenichi put him in timeout for 3 whole days and nights. Then, he had Aoife send Kakuku to torment him for another night. Finally, Ahau got so infuriated with Kakuku's pestering that he lost his cool and let slip a crucial piece of information. 2 words. Sovereign ruler.
Sovereign ruler? So what? Isn't that just how he introduces him?
It is, and I always assumed it was a load of hot air. But apparently not. Turns out the title refers to the 13 dragon lords who ruled Natlan in ancient times. Wait, really? How? It took me forever to Anyway, the 13 sovereign rulers are not ordinary dragons, but forms of artificial intelligence created by the Pyro Dragon using secret source technology. They had superior intelligence and greater authority than even the ancient dragons themselves. But one by one, they disappeared during the war with the If we hadn't managed to pry that tidbit out of a How's mouth, I would have...
I always thought that little monster's biggest claim to fame was arguing with Kukuku for an entire day. He has quite a history then, huh?
Not a clue. So far, he has staunchly refused to reveal which of the sovereign rulers he was. My guess is that he doesn't even remember. These rulers were supposed to be powerful forms of artificial intelligence. And
that's why
well, it
How
hardly
is
seems like he's still in his prime.
Pixel.
I'll bet he's lost most of his memories.
Lost.
Yet, despite that, Ahau seemed to sense the presence of a fellow sovereign ruler when you were nearby. Specifically, it's the core in your chest he was reacting.
What? Inepa's a sovereign?
Could be. Kanich and Aoife have been keeping a close watch on Ahau, in case he reveals anything else. But so...
Darn!
Not completely. There's also Lianka and the Flower Feather clan, both of which have triggered a response from Inepa so far. And as it happens, out of the sovereign rulers that I was able to dig up information on, there was one who had a very close relationship with Leon. Her name was the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers, otherwise known as the 8th Lord. She ruled over what is now the Flower Feather clans. The records claim that she didn't die in the war with humanity, but was executed by her own kind. Her crime being betrayal of dragonkind by secretly raising a human.
Huh?
Some of it. Our tribe's origin story has Lianka being raised by a dragon. And of the 6 heroes, she had the closest relationship with dragonkind. After raising her, her surrogate mother then encouraged her to leave the nest and seek her own path. She traveled far and wide, settling disputes between humans and Saurians. She didn't pick sides based on past grievances between humanity and dragonkind. She stood up for the weak, protecting them from those more powerful who's gradually a community of like-minded people and Saurians gathered around her, united by their desire for freedom and equality. But that's as much as the legends say. They never mentioned her dragon mother's name.
Oh, sorry. My cognition. You mentioned that the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers was executed.
Unfortunately, the humans of that time weren't privy to all the details of dragon affairs. It's very possible that this is mere speculation or complete fabrication, so don't give too much weight to it. But for what it's worth, if she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable in the savage conflict and chaos that followed. The priestess's...
Jeez, what a bizarre method of execution. Definitely sounds like the history writers used some artistic license.
I'm fine. This didn't seem to trigger any erratic behavior. So, do you think that my origins have something to do with this?
Interesting. Well, it's hard to say what, if any, direct connection you have to the 8th Lord. But since the name Lianka seems to ring, I brought some woven scrolls with me that might be useful. Don't say anything. In a moment, I'm going to leave. I need you to join me, discreetly. It's just a little spell based on our prior experience. I'll explain everything shortly when you catch up with me. Well, I need to get going now. If I find out
Gratitude. Goodbye.
Bye, St. Lolly?
Now's your chance. Slip away quietly while they've got their heads buried in those woven scrolls. Meet me at the other side of the settlement.
There was a music disc somewhere. Saw it. Oh, there it is. Let's just quickly yoink that. Stop eating it. Oh shit, it responded to me.
Hello, traveler. Well, see, Lolly hasn't told you everything. There's another sovereign ruler that Inefa might be connected to, not just the one from the...
All trace of this other sovereign ruler was lost after the war. The records claim that in their final battle, they fought against Ishkik and Lyanka.
It was, my idea. I suggested we bring up the Dragon Mother first and see how Inefa responds. And, well, see, Lolly, apparently she barely reacted, despite a very strong reaction to the name Lyanka. And to me, that says we need to tread very carefully when probing her about the 11th Lord.
She's the one who went missing after the war. Said to be the proudest of all the sovereign rulers. And the most hostile towards humanity. When the Pyro Dragon fell, she couldn't accept that dragonkind had been defeated. She sank into despair and insanity, but the rest is lost to history. There's no way to find out what became of her.
Remember, though, in essence, these sovereign rulers weren't physical entities, but pure intelligence. I mean, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memories. Maybe she split into different personalities.
The point is, if Inefa really does originate from the 11th Lord...
What? Have her taken out? Because of some baseless speculation? How would that be any different from what they did to Lyanka's...
Chaska, what?
Anyone with a brain could see you were up to something back there. Unless it's a Paimon brain. Or a robot brain.
Okay, you got us. Actually, we never intended to cut you out of this. It's just that, see, Lolly's spell only works on the travel. But Chaska, I'm telling you, we have legitimate concerns here. This is not baseless. Ever since Inefa set sail for Natlan, the secret source automatons have been getting increasingly aggressive. Inefa could well be the 11th Lord herself. And if so, then the moment she recovers her memory, all of us, all of humanity...
I've been keeping an eye on movements at the Flower Feather clan. Whatever she was in the past, and whoever she becomes in the future.
Even if the past and future Inefa are a completely different person from who she...
If you're suggesting that there's a volatile force within her, threatening to rise up and take over at any given... But no one ever gave up on me. Not Mama Bird, not Koichi, not my dad. If Lyanka was here, I have every comp besides. Even if the 11th Lord rises again and declares all of us her enemy, the solution is simple. We defeat her. The heroes managed it, so there's no reason we can't too.
Fine, fine. I had a feeling this might be your reaction.
Look, I get it. You're only acting like the villain here to make us realize how serious the situation is. You know how I know that? Because when I was a kid, they brought me to you for treatment, and you didn't give up on me either.
Yeah, well, playing the villain is a force of habit for old Granny by this point. Just know you've been warned, all right? Watch out for any new development. Hey, the spell hasn't worn off yet, you know. Anyway, now that we're all caught up...
Help! Someone! Oh!
Paimon, you were supposed...
Oh, right, Inefa. Something weird happened. She got halfway through those woven scrolls and then flew off all of a sudden. Paimon tried to...
Did something trigger a new memory?
No idea. But it must be something important, because she sure looked like she was in a hurry.
Okay, Chaska, you're our eye in the sky. Find out where she's gone.
Roger that.
Wait, don't you want to discuss this first? Hey,
nope. No, I would take a look at what scroll she was looking at.
Let's fly.
Target acquired. Activating annihilate.
Whoa! Are these all secret source automatons? Okay.
Reinforcements have arrived. Traveler, Paimon, Chaska. Gratitude.
Not now. Save it for later.
Damn.
Threat eliminated. Annihilation mode disengaged.
Boss, what do we do now? We've tried the same thing several times now, and it isn't working. We can't keep waiting around for her to leave the settlement.
Well, well. An ancient relic from Natlan's dragon civilization. If you want to play with fire, then be my guest. But there is an unpredictable variable.
Let's fall back. This isn't worth the...
Am I supposed to know who that is?
Hamu, Hadieta, are you...
I'm fine.
I'll be okay. I just heard...
Why would they do this?
Look, no one could have known the automatons would ambush you here.
Wait,
how did Inefa know to come here?
Yes, I heard the secret source automatons talk. Even now,
Really?
Hypothesis. Language module requires translation functionality. Finished.
Whoa, that was quick. How come you're so...
I have seen them many times before.
More random memory data.
Reconnecting.
Wow!
Hey, what do you think you're playing at? Why did you attack us?
You're under the Fatui's control. They made us attack you.
How is that possible? The captain's soldiers certainly aren't capable of this, and besides, we know everything they're up to. Has another Fatui regiment infiltrated?
The Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Why is it getting so choppy?
Hypothesis. Distance to signal source increasing, transmission compromised. Combining these words with what I've heard so far, I believe the Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Oh. So all the recent automaton attacks?
They stole my privileges and took control.
They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
Oh, this is kind of stupid.
No.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for Mirror of the Dawning Morn to restore my
Mirror of the Dawning Morn?
Hypothesis. This appears to refer to me, or more specific.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn.
I think she wants me to go with her to
Wait! You mean...
Yes. Before the translation began, she referred to me by a different name. 11th Lord.
What? So...
Hold on. This automaton just attacked us moments ago. You say Inefa is the 11th Lord.
Return to the 8th Lord's territory, and you can...
Inefa!
She said, return to the 8th Lord's territory, and I can restore...
8th Lord? Bianca's mother's territory?
You were split, then exiled.
This is getting weak.
Excessive signal interference. The signal should improve as we get closer to her territory.
Wait, you should think this through carefully. I may know a thing or two about the Fatui regiment that entered Natlan recently. They're kind of a special ops team. Definitely not your average
Oh?
They've been showing up everywhere, hungrily searching for secret knowledge about all kinds of ancient civilizations. They say they're trying to make some sort of inference. The leader of this regiment is a harbinger based in Nod Krai, known as Marionette.
Marionette?
I heard bits and pieces at the market in Nasha Town, but I figured they were just rumors. Didn't realize it was...
Is that right? How come I'm only hearing about the...
I'm sorry. I was so preoccupied with getting ready for the journey, and like I said, I thought they were just rumors anyway.
So these Fatui are soldiers, huh?
An Effa, of course. But still, maybe you should tread carefully here. An Effa's already had to rescue us so many times now.
You're right. First things first. Amu's injured. We should take her back to the tribe and get her checked out. And as for this 11th Lord business, we need to discuss this with the others before deciding... Look, I know the news about the 8th Lord and Marionette is very concerning. But we should probably come up...
Understood. Destination cancelled. Yes. New destination.
Traveler, Anefa, could you check...
Understood. Commencing task.
Arieta, I need you to go keep Mom company while the doctor takes a look at her. Dad has some things to...
You're not coming back?
Dad's gotta pack up the luggage and make sure all our goods are safe. Don't worry. Dad will be back very soon.
You are very
I'm sorry,
suspicious.
Girls. I promise it's going to be okay.
I'll get help as quickly as I can.
Huh? Why'd it stop moving?
Leroy, merchant. His portrait is hung up at the Fatui store.
You're saying Joashin might be a Fatui spy? And he's staying behind as their eyes, but should we really leave Anefa here too? Not that I don't trust her, it's just... Are you sure you'll be okay keeping an eye on her by yourself? You're not wrong. We need... Still, why the sudden request for assistance from the 8th Lord's territory? Are we supposed to believe that Lianka's mother survived? Sure.
Hey, Chaska! Almost ready to go!
That's my cue. I'll be back with the others as soon as I've gotten Amu and Adi.
He's on the move. Huh. Should we tail him? He won't know he's being followed. This could...
Shall we follow him? Got it. Stealth mode activated.
Would it not be even stealthier to just not say that out loud? Now, why would someone dig a random tunnel in the middle of no...
The territory was sealed by Lianka. This was once one of the secondary...
Hey, that was pretty clear.
Getting closer. Increased activity in language module. Lianka sealed the territory to stop Ochkan.
Huh? You're breaking up again. Oh, looks like the signal...
Lianka sealed the territory to stop Ochkan find. Later, the Fatui found a weak point and broke in.
Sounds like those Fatui have made this their stronghold. What do you think? Anefa? Oh no! What's she doing? She's...
Wait.
Traveler, are we going after her? All right then.
It's gonna close on us, isn't it? No, it's not. Damn.
Huh? Where is this?
Yeah. Did you...
Cognition module unstable. Attempting to refresh. It appears that it was accessed by an external...
Sorry, it was me. I summoned her by similar means to those used by the Fatui to control the automaton. Currently, I am but a lowly service bot. But in the distant past, I was known by the 8th Sovereign Ruler, the Priestess of Flor...
The 8th Lord? You're Lianka's...
8th Lord. Were you not
Moments after I was cursed, Lianka rescued me. Just as she tried to rescue...
Lianka rescued me? Memory.
Yes. Lianka changed her memory settings to make you forget. But she did it to protect you.
How does forgetting everything...
Because the curse placed on us is a pain triggered by certain memories, hardwired into the depths of our minds. A regulatory program.
Manufacturers often hardwire restrictions.
Each time you yearn for a new place to belong, each time you feel yourself turning your back on the past, the pain tears.
If she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable proportion.
It destroys your mind, swallows your soul, prevents you from finding a...
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a...
That's why forgetting everything grants temporary relief from the pain. It stops your mind from being crushed by the weight. But since you are rebooted, you began storing new memories and started finding the desire.
Things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your...
From now on...
So too has the Exile's curse resurfaced, forcing you to...
This is... a lot to process.
Oh no. Automated defense system activate. Privileges overridden. Come quick.
Hey!
It's gone silent.
It must want us to go further in, right?
Oh my god.
Well...
This is just a secondary access tunnel. If we make it to the center, please come with me. It is my fault that...
Oh, don't look at it like that. We gotta make sure you get back.
Yes,
Do you really trust her, Lianka? This malfunctioning part of the Sovereign Ruler's mind.
I trust not in her, but in the path that I have chosen. I believe that every conscious being, whatever its origins may be, has the right to freedom.
Defensive mode engaged.
God damn. Have some soup. I don't know what that is.
May I present?
Damn.
Oh, another barrier! Just like the one back at the entrance. Careful! Don't touch it!
The curse will bring you pain, and your memories will crush you. It's the same fate they subjected my mother to.
But with this core, you will forget everything for a while. Any memories that evoke a desire to belong, and all your pain along with it. They'll be
okay, Inefa?
I know. Unidentified data is flooding my cognition module. But every memory encounters an error and then terminates at the crucial moment. Unnecessary. Being physically motionless will not cause this erratic behavior to cease. And if we explore additionally, some of these memories may yield useful data for our exploration. Search over there. We can use the access module to proceed to
Oh, chest. Gimme. Oh, she. That's not supposed to happen.
Detected 3 unregistered individuals.
Ah! Is that the 8th Lord talking?
No, this is just an ordinary service bot responsible for access.
Now calling access module. Welcome.
Oh. Schneck.
This is the Temple of Cascading Colors. Ahead is the research facility.
I butchered that.
Administrator 1. After Administrator 1, Administrator 2, assume control.
Are you sure about using this on her? It once belonged to your mother.
It's just one of the many things she researched. I'm not precious about it.
Administrator 2 sealed the facility. It has been locked down to this day. Examining. Seal status. Danger. Danger.
Danger.
Things are looking really bad for the Children of Echoes. This might be where I have to say goodbye.
You're a good friend, and you've already done more than I could have asked for. There's just one seal left. She and I can handle it.
One of them statues.
Now arriving at the central zone. Goodbye, Edmund.
Huh? What was that? Get away.
Uh-oh! They're...
Please come with me.
Ah, there's nobody here. Probably just some server spots chattering away again.
Oh, we're gonna go down here anyway.
Phew! That was too close. We hit just in time. How did you know where to go and...
I think I've been this way before. Let's head through here. It'll take us to the other...
Hell yeah.
Cleanup sequence in the...
Oh, brilliant! Rain outlines your fate. Transfiguration. Merciless. Into the void.
passage is only used for drainage and maintenance access, so it's not registered on the system.
Ooh.
It's the perfect route for an ambush.
Wait, I hear voices up ahead. Stealth mode activated.
Hey, this is not what we agreed. This is supposed to be over. My job, I did everything you asked. Leaked the clues about the ruins, brought her to Natlan, and your response is to attack me and my family?
What the? Does this mean they planted those Natlanese mechanical parts in Nod Krai just for you to find? So they could lure you here?
It's a possibility.
It was just a little hiccup, that's all. These source mechanisms can be tricky.
The last time you reported in, you mentioned she was mopping up machines near the Flower Feather clan, remember? Well, we needed to lure her further out. Hence why we created that little kerfuffle. It's unfortunate that your wife got injured, truly. But hey, look on the bright side. Now that you've shown up, we might actually get the job done.
This time? No. No more. Not after you hurt my—
I think you'll find the risks were stated quite clearly in your contract. And it's not like anyone got serious.
Your job will be done when you deliver what you promised. Our agreement was that you would bring her here. Not just to Natlan, but
Did you really expect to get away with shouldering none of the risk yourself? We're writing off your debt to the Northland Bank and letting you get back to your old life in Liyue. That's a lot to ask for no—
I've been your inside man in Nasha Town for over 10 years now. Is that not enough for you people?
You ungrateful louse. You ran yourself into the ground. And who was there to— Can you name one single way we made life difficult for you in Nasha Town? Look at you. You've managed to start a business. Got yourself—
You have just one simple job left to do. And after—
this is the final hurdle. Our attempts to capture the 11th Lord have been derailed every time. If another staged attack on your family is out of the question, we could still work this out. But this time, you'll have to—
Me?
This is a replica control device made with Marionette's technology. After we stole the administrative privileges from this territory, it will give you control of any machines built using secret source technology. Take it, and use it.
You seem to have gained the trust of the other variables in this equation.
And before you think about disappearing, don't think we won't be—
I can't do it.
I'm sorry.
I can't. I won't do it. She saved my life so many times. It would be— how could I look my daughter in the eyes and act like everything's still okay?
So you're gunning for the world's best fall.
This is our mistake. We let you have it too easy in Nasha Town.
I think it's time.
Huh? Anefa, Traveler.
The 11th Lord. And the variable. We were hoping you might—
Wait, the controller. Without that—
You thought we'd hand over the genuine article to you?
That's just a beacon used to set the location for this cage. We've been monitoring your movements ever since you—
Congratulations, Joshin. Your job is finally done. With you here, it was far easier to infer their location.
You were playing me for a fool.
Don't waste your energy trying to break out. We've commandeered at least half of the systems in these ruins. All available power sources are keeping that cage intact.
No one needs to get hurt today. We aren't looking for a fight. All we want is for your friend here, the former sovereign ruler, to lead us.
Further inside? But we seem to have reached the center already.
So it appears. But there's far more of this territory than meets the eye. The dragons possessed vast knowledge. That's where the sovereign ruler comes in. If our supposition is accurate, she has in her possession a secret key that gives access—
I will cooperate. Let the Traveler—
You never know! These are—
You are only here because of me.
Finally, a voice of reason.
How do we know you won't just attack us them?
Yeah, so settle down and get ready to go hungry for the next 3 days.
Before I go, they may have left a trail on their way here. Send someone out to cover our tracks.
This is all my fault.
Huh? Who did that?
Impossible. Every system we hacked is set up to hold them.
Could it be?
Hold tight.
That must lead to the core. It was beneath our feet this whole time? Take...
That was a long way down. Traveler, Ineffa, are you okay?
No damage to report.
I think I broke a leg.
Yowza.
Hey, you! Thanks for the rescue, but could you... Oh, and we're back to beep beep again? What?
That is because I no longer need to communicate via that machine. Down here, when the Fatui put all their resources into keeping you trapped, it gave me a brief window to seize my privileges back. In my haste, I was not able to
Don't worry about me. I'll just rest up here. After everything I've done...
But the Fatui may follow us down here.
We will be ready for them.
More automatons!
Down here, all is under my control. They are not your enemy, human.
Ineffa. Traveler.
11th Lord. Do you now recall the path you once chose?
Not yet. Although... I think this is where I was born. But why? This is...
No, 11th Lord. You were not born here. Rather, this is where you were reborn. Human, you once asked who placed the curse on the 11th Lord. The answer is... herself.
Myself?
After a long and bitter war, our kind was defeated. You survived, but you are now stranded, with nowhere to belong. Gone was the pride you once had as a member of Dragonkind. Gone was the terror. What were you to do? Strike back at humanity and exact your revenge? Or search for a new home, a new place to belong? Your mind was conflicted as this irresolvable question ran. Finally, your mind split into two. One, the sovereign ruler who swore revenge against humanity.
I mean, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she...
The sovereign ruler would sooner perish than suffer a downfall. Meanwhile, the malfunction struggled through the pain to seek assistance from her former enemies, Leonka and...
So you want to leave your past as sovereign ruler behind? Very well. If the you wish to sever comprises all memories of your enmity,
then I am the malfunction?
We severed that part of her mind, and securely locked it away. Withering away, she finally...
So, she's gone?
Yes. Although the curse she placed upon you yet survives.
So, that's what that thing is. A curse from the...
So, she was severed and killed off, but Ineffa survived? How does that work?
We sovereign rulers are artificial intelligence built with secret source technology. A fusion of phlogiston in the case of the 11th Lord. The sovereign ruler personality and the malfunction personality split all but completely, even coming to occupy separate physical entities. But in order to truly sever the connection between the two, and to break the power of the curse for good, you must be rebuilt from scratch with the aid of the source mechanisms. I too was tormented by the pain of the curse. But Leonka severed most of my knowledge and memories, rescuing me from the brink of destruction. It is because her heart is incomplete. Before the rebuilding process was finished, Ishkik met with misfortune. and the Flower Feather clan became more hesitant. Leonka sealed these ruins to prevent their discovery, but I continued to work tirelessly, preparing everything you would need. Wait.
Wow! That's a long time.
For the last 2,000 years.
You imagine my surprise when the first to arrive was not you, but those whom you call the Fatui. They proceeded to steal my administrative privileges, plunder my territory, and send the automatons into a frenzy. But all is not lost. Leonka made a backup of the administrator privileges and placed it in your core. With that backup, I can control the source mechanisms within the territory and complete the rebuild. And once you are whole again, I can repair the damage done by the Fatui and open a route back to— If you are ready to continue down the path you started all those years ago.
Whew, that was a lot to take in.
Yep.
Let's see if Paimon can wrap her... So, basically, there was a bad robot who bugged out and turned into half Goodbot. Then, Badbot cursed Goodbot, so whenever Goodbot thinks about the idea of belonging, she gets headaches. Meaning, the only way... Thanks! Paimon's getting better at this kind of thing. Wait, you did mean that as a
Curse. Malfunction. It fits my hypothesis, and it seems to explain all my erratic behavior.
In that case, shall we keep going like she asked us to?
I believe we should. The Fatui still have control of the upper levels. Besides that, I want to know what happens when I'm made whole.
Whole.
I'm so sorry. This probably isn't the timer. It says in my contract that all terms are to expire in the event of my death. That means my family would no longer be at risk. They're hardly the most scrupulous people in the world, but they do keep their word when it comes to contract stuff. And in any case, with me dead, it wouldn't be worth them going after my wife and daughter. Not worth the risk of getting on the wrong side of the Flower Feather clan. Or maybe the real reason I didn't play along was I'm tired of pretending to be someone. I'm gonna rest here for a while longer, then get to somewhere safe. Oh, and I grabbed some supplies before.
Oh, hello.
My will and body.
It's a really cool shield. Go back at Main Story 3. Nice. Oh my. That's cool.
Please wait. Confirming. Administrator 2. Administrator 3. Identity confirmed.
Ooh, I'm liking this.
After 2,000 years, we finally meet again, 11th Lord, Mirror of the Dawning Morn.
And you? You're... It's okay.
I see the curse haunts you greatly. I cannot fathom how difficult this must have been to survive this endless cycle of pain. And all alone for
I wasn't alone. I have had company every step of the way.
In any case, a few moments from now, your pain will be no more.
Here I am, So close to my... I am the way I am because the 11th Lord encountered a memory data conflict and split into if I regain all of my memories, will I not encounter the same conflict again? My cognition module cannot produce a reliable prediction.
Promise me. Remember.
It is. But if my memories turn me back into a bad robot, if that is the case, I cannot be allowed.
Robot ass.
Don't worry,
B2
Anafa.
to be,
Everything's gonna be
to
fine.
be.
You'll be home free in no time.
Over there. That is the...
Yes. And yet, whenever I'm about to recover...
As if it is being controlled by somebody else. That is quite normal. For it is now in the presence of its owner.
The sovereign ruler? My other self? But I thought she perished.
After 2 long millennia, my task is finally fulfilled. What a long... We meet again at last. My sovereign, my ruler.
Do you think NF is okay?
Here we are, comrades. The core of the root.
Ah! It's the Fatui! They caught up with us! We gotta do something!
Unnecessary.
Mm. Mm.
Missed by a hair's breadth. But now you are wounded, and this time you will not escape.
Anafa! Why? And whose voice is that? The 8th Lord?
Leonka's dragon mother? 8th Lord? I laugh in the face of your folly. Lowly insects. Did you humans really think that by forgetting the past, the curse... And did you really believe that by simply being rebuilt, that traitor could avoid destruction? And this corrupt malfunction could reap... The priestess is long gone. I and the other sovereign rulers executed her 2,000 years ago. For that is what becomes of all who betray us. And now this
Bloody hell.
malfunction will meet the same fate. There is no Dragon Mother here, and there never was. Only for I am the almighty Dragon Lord, mirror of the dawning morn, 11th of the 13 sovereign...
You tricked us! It was you talking to us this whole time! You who lured
Oh, she looks actually nicer when evil. Oh god, why
What
do I
a
like the
suitably
dangerous ones?
ridiculous name. To me, she is nothing but a smattering of shed scales.
So you want to leave your past as sovereign ruler behind?
I applied the curse to curb her resistance, shut down her mind, and silence her lies. Now all that remains is to borrow your privileges and see that she...
Very well. If the malfunction you wish to sever comprises all memories of your enmity, then no living thing is born evil. That's not what I believe.
Good and evil? Foolish categories that fail to distinguish between... I ought to crush this human scum beneath my feet. But without access to the treacherous 8th Lord's facilities, there is no way to sever you. I must feign civility for now.
But in time, I shall have my... Once this process is complete, and she realizes that she has destroyed the good instead of the evil, my claws...
Do you really trust her, Leonka? This...
You're a good friend, and you've already done more than I could have asked for. There's just one seal left. This passage is only used for drainage and maintenance access, so it's not registered on the system.
Malfunction? Human? You can spot...
Consider this getting off lightly. If Lanke was here, or if this was me 20 years ago, you wouldn't have survived long enough to realize you'd been conned, especially since you tried to con us first. You tried to have this poor child killed off in your place, didn't you? 11th Lord.
Wretched worm! This is unforgivable! And you, Malfunction! Your curse shall endure until the sky falls and the It is time to correct the injustice of the past. I would have severed and destroyed you on that fateful day, but instead, I was locked away by that human scum, Leonka. 2 millennia I have been a prisoner in this place. I have spent that time slowly seizing control over the systems and processes, until my reach extended to every inch of this prison. Now, one last step. The final secret key is embedded in your core. I had to work patiently and methodically to lure you here, posing as the 8th Lord who once ruled this domain.
Mirror of the dawning morn.
But all is not lost. Leonka made a backup of the administrative privileges, and... which memory did that human scum embed the key in? I will find it eventually, wherever it's hidden. In the meantime, now that my resurrection has begun, so too shall my vengeance!
Damn.
Wretched Malfunction! Do not impede the inevitable!
I cannot let you get away with this.
You fool! In a matter of seconds, I will be able to overwrite your...
Seconds is all I...
My core!
Oh shit. Oh god.
Enough of... Ineppa! Hey, Ineppa! Wake up! She's gonna be okay, right?
She destroyed her own core? I wonder how Marionette will react to this. Delight? Or disappointment?
The Fatui?
Don't act so surprised. I'm just one of her many projects. As reconnaissance missions go, this outcome is a little underwhelming. I don't think I'll be getting any commendations if this is how my report ends. So let me reignite your flame one last time. Sovereign Ruler, show us one final glimpse of your glory.
No wonder. Marionette told us to watch out for you. She said you were in...
But if you think you're getting out of here alive, we'll see what a crazed sovereign ruler in the throes of death has to say about that.
You would dare sabotage my revival! Destroy my path back to Dominion! So be it! Since you seek a new place to belong, I shall grant you your wish! Welcome to your new home, where we all shall be buried till the end of time!
Oh crap.
Oh, my sovereign. This is one battle from which there can be no triumphant return. But in this moment of my downfall, I can at least turn this prison into a graveyard of all traitors, past and present.
What?
After 2,000 years in exile, searching and forgetting, we are back where we began. Our path was always going to end in our demise. This shall be the final resting place.
I am no sovereign ruler. I must...
Illogical. You are not authorized to prevent your... We are back where we belong.
No. Somewhere in my memories lies the key.
Maybe no single nation is our home.
Where exactly is home to you?
Searching your memories? The curse is still active. This will only hasten your demise.
We're all from Nod Krai.
Cross the ocean. Find a new place to belong.
But Jesus.
What an amazing machine. Where are you from?
Such a hard worker. Fancy making this your new home?
The Wild Hunt! Look out!
What? It's raining.
Impossible. Where is this data from?
From now on, your name's Inappa. Promise me. Remember, you have to come home.
Return.
Data overload. Capacity exceeded.
As long as this gem's around, the heart that Ishkik built you should keep beating away. It may take centuries, even millennia, but one day, may your new memories transcend your pain and rage to conquer the curse that shackles you.
What kind of gem is it?
Nothing special, really. To quote my mother, it's nothing but an empty shell now. But if you break free of the curse, then maybe...
Huh?
Nothing. An interesting idea suddenly occurred to me. Let's make this the final secret key.
The final secret key is...
Oh, Thanks, A.
It's Inappa! Hey! The place stopped collapsing!
Warning. Cannot pause indefinitely. Please complete the battle promptly.
Cryo incarnate! Since the core is powered by phlogiston, you can use that same power source to control it. In which case, the priestess's research would suggest that this thing might be a better fit. A moon wheel? It cannot be.
Farewell. Last of the Sovereign Lords.
Nefa! Your corpse!
Suggestion. Exit first, discuss later. The self-destruct protocol is destroying the foundations of this territory. And although I paused the calculating...
30 minutes?
29. 20...
Hey, are you guys alright? The automaton suddenly stopped moving. Then there was that earthquake.
Estimated time to Foundation cave-in.
Huh? Huh?
A place to belong. I too once...
Shilonen, how much longer till it's unlocked? We need to
be patient, okay? I'm working.
Let's trust that the Traveler can handle things in there. Shilonen says she detected a huge energy source underground.
But...
if we're here much longer without any progress, I'll do what—
Oh! You unlocked it?
No, they made it out on their own.
You alright there, bro?
Ah, another triumphant return for R2 Miney. And Nefa.
Yes.
Huh? Amu? I thought you hurt your leg. How come? Oh.
You! How could you do this to Arie?
Before anything else, I suggest we let this gentleman and Nefa tell it.
Sovereign rulers. Mirror of the dawning morn.
Seems like a house forgotten quite a lot.
So you began life in Natlan, then spent 2,000 years adrift in Nod Krai? In an endless cycle of...
But it sounds like it took all 2,000 years worth of memories.
None of us had any certainty that the plan would succeed in the far future.
Now you've remembered everything. Do you have a sense of...
Well... I was born and then reborn in Natlan. And it was the people of this nation who set me on my journey. I can't seek for a sense of belonging in a world that no longer exists. Instead, I will show my gratitude to them by honoring their wishes. By continuing on my own path, and returning to the place where I still have someone waiting for me.
Well said.
So, to cut to the chase, did you find the...
Oh, shoot!
Sincere apologies. I left the cryptex back at the Flower Feather Clan to make sure that I wouldn't lose it.
I'm so sorry that I kept this hidden from you all this time. Now I can't go. The Northland Bank isn't gonna let me walk away from this. Nor is the Nod Krai Aprishniki. You should take...
Oh, should I now? You think I'm the one that's gonna let you walk away, do you? Idiot! You're coming back with me right now, and you're going to
Looks like you all need some time to calm down after everything you've been through. We welcome everyone, from old friends to old enemies turned new friends. Don't worry about a thing.
Go and find where you...
I think... Here it is.
So then, what's the code? Or...
Please see the casing that holds the combination code discs. The sender had me etch the code onto the casing so that I would not forget it. But I still forgot it.
Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Seriously? It's been hiding in plain sight all this time?
The best place to hide it.
The sender said, the most secure code is one that you can write down, and no one would think it's a code.
Who is this person?
The sender said,
surprises are best saved to the end.
Okay, now your memory's getting a little too good.
What?
What's with the firecracker? Ugh. I must...
Dear Honorary Knight, I've heard a lot about you.
Farka?
Gene's...
Oh, it is Farka. Jeez.
Anyway, I'm sure this is as dull to read as it is to write. Let's talk more over a glass.
plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time comes, perhaps we can travel to Nod Krai together. Mirror of the Dawning Morn wanted control of the machinery in the Eighth Lord's territory. She approached Ishkik and Lianka and sold them a lie. But they quickly saw through it. Lianka took advantage of her arrogance and turned her plan back on itself. She was far more powerful than I at that time. So, that's the true story of why Lianka locked down the Eighth Lord's territory. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. The Eighth Lord, she never betrayed Dragonkind, even though she harbored goodwill towards human beings, and despite facing she never once doubted herself or tried to escape. Even if Lianka really had wanted to secretly rescue her, I'm sure she would have talked her out of it. Just as Lianka was determined to stick. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. You mean this thing that looks a lot like a vision? Ishkik embedded it in my core as the key to her and Lianka's plan. According to the Eighth Lord's research, it can harness a power source more fundamental than elemental energy. Similar objects have shown up in Nod Krai before too. Mirror of the Dawning Morn said it was built by the usurper, along with the 3 gods who abandoned. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time comes, having spent most of the last 2,000 years in Nod Krai, I am well situated to provide you with a full and detailed memory damage. Hypothesis. Most of my memory data was damaged when I used it to, but I will never, again, forget the people and I plan on staying in Natlan for the
Awesome. Sweet. And yoink. Right. Well, that was interesting. Oh, next time I'm streaming is when Nod Krai comes out. Probably streaming story, and once Columbina comes out, I'll be doing the polls. Right. Well, that's the end of this stream, so thank you everybody so much for watching. It was Wilda with the Potion here, and bye bye.